thing, a food yield or a yield percent, which again tells you how much you're going to be able to actually cook with. Because, like for example, these onions, 90% of it I get to cook with, but 10% of it is uncookable. It's trash. It's scrap. So if I don't factor in these things, or I don't divide by my yield percent, I should theoretically in column F, anytime there's an EP, this number should be bigger than vegetable or an animal product again. All right. So we've got that done. The other thing that I've got ready right now for you guys is I have and downloaded our inventory master. Okay. And what's great about this is it's all separated out by different types or categories of the food that you buy. Dry nuts, herbs, dairy, fruit, blah, blah, blah. Everything's under here. All right. So what we need to do in essence is, all right, we need to go inside. G or H is the pricing that you get from whoever you buy your food from. All right. In this case, we're just going to call them Sysco. All right. Now, Sysco only sells things, so let's look at eggs. All right, I'm going to go in and I'm going to look under the dairy section. Notice I'm in the dairy tab and everything's alphabetized, so I need to go down to E for eggs because they're excellent. All right, so I go, man, I can't even alphabetize. I went right past it. There we go. Eggs, whole and shell. Here we go. So when you get something from a purveyor's guide, it's going to tell you not only the price, but how many units come in it. All right, 15 dozen. A dozen means 12, right? Cool. So 15 dozen eggs are in one case, and it's going to cost me $20.45. So what I'm going to do first is in this left column, I'm going to put 20.45. I probably need to make, it might be all right. For 15 dozen. Oh man, it starts to get a little weird too. Let me try doing this. Let's make all of these just a hair smaller. Let's make these 8s. All right, let's go down. Where'd it go? There she blows. All right, so it's $20.45 for 15 dozen. The whole point of G or H is to find the price for one, which you'll put on this left column, but then this other column right here is where we need to figure out what the cost is of just whatever the unit is on your recipe that you just scaled. So if I look at eggs, for example, it's by the each. I need to figure out what the cost of just one egg is. Well, chef, how do we do that? Well, this is where you're going to want to take your total price for the whole shooting match or the whole case. For all 15 dozen, it costs $20.45. I highly recommend you get a calculator and follow me at home and do this. Just don't listen to me do it. You're going to get a lot more out of it if you do it as I do it. All right, so $20.45 is the cost for 15 dozen. Well, I want to try to break this down first to figure out just what 1 dozen is. Well, I know there's 15 dozen in it. If I can take the cost of the whole case and divide it first by the number of units, which is 15, it's going to tell me what just 1 dozen costs. All right, so $20.45 divided by 15, because there's 15 dozens, comes out to $1.36. So that's $1.36 just for 1 dozen, okay? But we're not out of the woods yet because our